Alright, I want to welcome everybody to today's video. Today I'm just going to be going over my predictions for WrestleMania Night 1. We will have Night 2 in another video, hence they both have 7 to 8 match cards. It is going to be my predictions, it is going to be Angel's predictions, it is going to be an overview of rivalries, it is going to be overview of builds. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and Angel, roll that intro.
Smooth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, eat chicken jockey, yeah! Alright, to boot off night 1, I would think the opener is going to be Jey Uso versus Gunther. These two have been wrestling for over 2.5 years now. The build really started at Saturday Night's main event, where Jey Uso took an L, and then Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble, which is still a questionable decision to many people. Many people think John Cena should have won. Many people think Jey Uso shouldn't even have a match for a fucking title. So the fact that Jey Uso's here, I feel like Jey Uso, it's a must win for Uso. This whole thing of Jey Uso going for a title and losing is just, it's starting to get, Jey Uso has been over since the Bloodline storyline, and, Jey just needs to win the title for the moment, even if he doesn't hold it for too long. It's just for the moment. It's not like Gunther needs to hold the title like he did with the Intercontinental title for, I believe, 667 days or 666 days. Yeah, Gunther doesn't need this reign. This reign has been kind of underwhelming. He barely defends the belt. And then when he just shows up, he just beats the shit out of Uso. Uso just had his best promo on Monday night this week. I am recording this as of the date of April 13th at 12:40, and nothing else has happened in the last week other than Jimmy Uso completely dying 2 weeks ago. And yeah. Jey Uso and Gunther have probably gone versus each other more than 100 times. Including live events, including WWE shows. He has lost for the Intercontinental title, I believe, 2 or 3 times on TV. That is not counting how many live events he lost to Gunther. And again, like I said previously, he lost that Saturday night's main event, where to the point where people just think he should have won there. So yeah, this is the opener. I hope they do have a good match. But their last match at Saturday night's main event felt A, rushed, B, sometimes they look like they don't have the best chemistry together. They called Gunther the ring general, and I feel like this is a proving match for Jey Uso, for him not to be just the Yeet Man, but to be a world heavyweight champion and to actually hold it as such. So prediction, Jey Uso. Who I want to win, Jey Uso. Angel's prediction, Jey Uso. Who he also wants to win is Jey Uso for World Heavyweight Championship. Going on with the card, match 2, Jade, Cargill, and Naomi. This has been such a great, fantastic build for these two. Naomi hasn't had a fucking heel run since Team Bad with Naomi. I don't know if any of you guys remember, or with fucking Tamina. And I don't know if any of you guys fucking remember that. Very old. How this rivalry starts, a mystery attacker attacks Jade Cargill. Those are against the parking lot. Jade Cargill takes a huge fucking vacation, and we don't see her for like quite a while, actually. Many people speculating she would come back during the Rumble. Not true. She comes back in at the Elimination Chamber to absolutely beat the living shit out of Naomi in the chamber. The bicycle kicks to her closing the door on Naomi, sending her home, sending Bianca Belair into a spiral. It was all perfect. Really showing who attacked Jade Cargill. And then Bianca Belair actually winning the chamber, I feel like put some some spice into it. Going into the SmackDown where Naomi finally admits to Bianca that yes, she did attack Jade Cargill for their friendship. And then Jade Cargill comes out once again and beats the shit out of Naomi a second week in a row. And then just promo after promo. I went to SmackDown just last Friday. They finally announced their match for WrestleMania. Naomi with a new gimmick as the proceed with caution. But for my prediction, Naomi doesn't stand a chance. This is Jade Cargill's first WrestleMania singles match, and Naomi just interpreting a heel just makes everything feel right for a feel-good moment with Jade Cargill. Naomi doesn't need this. If anybody needs it, it is Jade Cargill. This is again another proving ground match for Jade. Many people don't think she could be as great of a wrestler singles-wise, and I think it's false. Her TBS championship reign in AEW was pretty well. It was pretty good. She defended it frequently. She held the belt for a year. I mean, fuck, she was what, like 55-0? That's pretty fucking good. And Naomi as a first singles rivalry, Naomi just fits perfect. She's doing her heel. Probably the best, and that's a lie. She's not the best women's heel in the business right now. Because I will talk about that in WrestleMania night. Actually, no, later in this video, actually. But yeah, prediction is Jade Cargill. Now, a match that shouldn't be on this card is the War Raiders versus the New Day. As of this recording, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions don't have a match on this card, and this is a travesty. This is terrorism. This is horrible. And the fact that the New Day versus the War Raiders is on here is not good for at least a tag team standpoint. Yes, I get the War Raiders are one of the longest reigning tag team champions right now, because the SmackDown Tag Team Champions are switching champions like damn near every month. The New Day being brand new heels, I get that they need a stage, they need a platform to like go off of. And if they really wanted to, if they're gonna do it like SmackDown is doing, which is defending the titles the night before Mania, they might as well do it the Raw before Mania, because this isn't the tag team champions that should be on the card. But anyway, how does this rivalry start? I don't have a fucking clue. Angel, I don't know. Do you have a clue? I
do not.
He doesn't have a clue. On Monday, they had a match for the tag team titles. Fucking, they try to get a chair involved, and Kofi just Ivar hits Kofi with the chair. Why? The ref is like, oh my god! And then the War Raiders get fucking DQ'd, and then Adam Pearce on Instagram was like, they're having a match at WrestleMania. I think it's clear as day that the New Day are going to win the tag titles. They need something for this heel persona. It's been boring week after week. Nobody wants to watch it. It's barely on the Raw reviews that are like 6 minutes long. And it's just boring. They turned heel on Big E, which was one of the biggest heel turns of last year. Okay? And the fact that they haven't gotten gold yet, it's just, why? Why are we doing this here? Angela, what's your prediction?
Who's it, Ivar?
Yeah.
The Road
big
something?
Yeah,
I feel like they're definitely going to win it back. And I feel like Xavier Woods going to end up getting mad at Kofi.
So you think Woods is turning on Kofi?
I feel like it's time.
Interesting. Oh, it's time to just split him up.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you have the War Raiders retaining.
Yeah, of course.
I have the New Day winning gold, bringing it back, and having a heel faction run Raw. Now, a match that me and Angel are both hella excited for. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I don't know who the fuck El Grande Americano is. I don't know where the fuck in Mexico he came from, but this guy's a fucking wizard. He is probably the best luchador on the fucking roster, without a doubt. And the fact that, you see his mask American made, the fact that Chad Gable doesn't have a match on this card is just fucking sickening. But El Grande Americano will obviously beat the shit out of Rey Mysterio on the grandest stage of them all. And I don't even know if Rey Mysterio is going to be able to walk after this match because of what El Grande Americano is going to do. El Grande Americano is the best luchador on the planet, the best technical wrestler on the planet, the best high flyer on the planet. That it's just, I don't even know how to explain this shit. It's just, it's written in the story that El Grande, look, he even looks fucking huge here. He's massive. He's just so the big American that fuck. Rey Mysterio doesn't stand a chance. I got El Grande Americano winning. The build for this is weird. Chad Gable goes to look for a luchador in Mexico to help train him since he lost to Penta. And then he finds this guy. He finds El Grande Americano to train him. And yeah, he's just, fuck, he's so good. We love Rey, but he's a deadbeat dad. And I don't know if he's got what it takes to beat El Grande Americano at WrestleMania. Right, Angel?
Of course.
He's right there with me. El Grande Americano for the win. Where the big prediction, Rey Mysterio will be unmasked at WrestleMania. We're going to see that big shiny bald head of his. And we're all going to be happy when El Grande Americano says gracias at the top of his lungs while he's walking out the way. They had Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the United States champion. Me and Angel, we both don't like LA Knight. At all. I don't like him. My gut feeling, I do think LA Knight is going to keep the United States champion. And with saying this, I know Jacob Fatu has been a fucking monster. And that last man standing match with Braun Strowman on SmackDown was hella entertaining. But I think this is the match where Solo Sikoa turns on Jacob Fatu. Igniting their big rivalry, going in for the rest of the year. I don't know about going to next year's WrestleMania. I do think Jacob Fatu, on the other hand, will win the United States Championship down the line. I don't think it's going to be here. As much as I do want Jacob Fatu to win, I feel like there's going to be shenanigans everywhere. And LA Knight will retain. How we got here. Jacob Fatu beats Braun Strowman in the last man standing match to determine the number one contender for here. And now we're here. On to my next set that I have on here. It's a complete prediction. Randy Orton is asking for a match on WrestleMania. We saw he cut a promo with Nick Aldis, who I hope he goes versus. But Solo Sikoa came out and then they brought to the back. So if this does happen, if this does come into our reality of WrestleMania, where Solo Sikoa does end up challenging Randy Orton at WrestleMania, I really hope it's not. I really hope it is Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis is one of the greatest technical wrestlers that I have ever watched personally. But it doesn't matter who it is, Solo, Nick Aldis, Randy Orton's going to get the win here. We now move on to a match with a very, in my opinion, shitty build. Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's World Champion. This starts back at the Royal Rumble with Charlotte Flair's return to a Lucas Oil Stadium that wasn't very happy. I was at the Royal Rumble for those who don't know. Yeah! Holy shit! And fuck, she won and it did not go well. We knew she was gonna win straight from the start when she got fucking pyro in her entrance. Yeah, it's just been promo after promo, brawl after brawl. These two look like they don't have any chemistry together on the mic. At the Elimination Chamber, fucking Tiffany Stratton still hasn't beaten Nia Jax clean, and I feel like that is going to look very bad. And I feel like Charlotte Flair has done nothing but bury Tiffany Stratton and make Tiffany Stratton look like a rookie. I'm going to steal this quote from Santi Zab for my prediction. Death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair winning world titles after coming back from injuries is a true statement. My prediction is Charlotte Flair. I want Tiffany Stratton to win. I at least want Tiffany Stratton to look good during this match. I haven't liked the build. Angel doesn't like the build. Or unless you do like the build. Do you like the build?
This is Stratton versus
Charlotte. The build.
Yeah, I don't like Charlotte at all, so I think this is Tiffany's time to shine.
She has to. It's her time to flourish. She's been looking very rookie-ish though. On SmackDown, I am to believe that they did go off script, you could say in quotes, when Tiffany Stratton brought up Charlotte's Flair real life divorce. that just happened with Andrade, and then Charlotte Flair saying something that nobody fucking believed, saying that Ludwig Kaiser was in her defense.
Sears flowers for Bart shot.
Please do not flatter yourself.
So her being the infamous Ric Flair's son. So I have Charlotte Flair, Angel. What?
It's the infamous Ric Flair's son.
Daughter. Fuck! Daughter. Fuck, no, she looks close enough to a man, bro. I can but yeah, when it's all said and done, I feel like Charlotte Flair will be holding up the women's world title, which I don't want. I want Tiffany Stratton. I want to agree with Angel so bad to say that this is Tiffy's time. But I don't think it's her time versus Charlotte. And that brings us to our triple threat main event: CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, with Paul Heyman being in the corner of CM Punk. I'm going to leave the floor to Angel right now.
Alright. CM Punk walks out and walks away a winner.
They're on SmackDown. They announced the big triple threat match for WrestleMania. Punk then fucking brings up the favor that he had from Paul Heyman. They end up doing the contract signing. They end up announcing CM Punk is going to main event night 1 of WrestleMania. Oh my god. He finally did it. He finally main events the damn show. Seth Rollins crashes out, and then Punk ends the show by saying that's not the favor. We're like, then what the fuck is the favor? We then go to next week of SmackDown. Punk reveals the favor that he wants to take Roman Reigns out of his comfort zone, saying that Paul Heyman will show up in Punk's corner at WrestleMania. So now it's Punk with Heyman, Roman, and Seth in the main event of WrestleMania. That is this whole build. I thought the build was amazing. I thought the build was almost perfect. Then on Monday Night Raw, Rollins baits Punk into coming out by teasing Heyman. He's touching him. He's touching him all over. And then hits fucking Punk with a curb stomp. Then Rollins says that Paul Heyman owes Rollins a favor. That's where we are at right now as of like 12. What are we at? We're at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock in the morning on April 13th. This is where we are at. This is where we stand. My prediction for the match at WrestleMania is Paul Heyman will walk out with CM Punk and When we are getting close to the end, Punk and Roman are going to be arguing with each other. They're going to hit each other with their finishing moves to the point where Paul Heyman just walks out and Seth Rollins, off a distracted CM Punk, will curse something fuck out of him, pinning CM Punk, and I feel like Seth Rollins will be your winner of the Night 1 main event. I feel like anybody but Roman Reigns should win this match. Roman doesn't need this. If Roman wants to get pinned, go ahead. But the main prediction is Seth freaking Rollins to end up having his hand raised at the end of Night 1. You agree or disagree with anything that I said?
Shit. I mean, most of your predictions are pretty fucking spot on. Last, what was it? The Royal Rumble? Pretty
Where
spot
what?
on.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
predictions, so I would probably agree with you.
So, yeah. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for this video. In another video, I will go over my Night 2 predictions. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. For me, Da Vinci, your boy Vinci, and Angel, my editor, my best friend, my brother. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys do want more content like this, please let me know in the comments below, or just let me know somehow. So yeah, WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Night 2 is next.